Hello subscribers. I wanted to give you a quick update on my massive multiplayer online RPG, Fortaeverse. So I have area of effect spells working and individual target spells. I also have conditions that you can get on your party members working. So in order to just kind of show you, demonstrate, in this temple I've created the ability for this priest to cast some spells they wouldn't normally cast. One being Prismatic Missile, just to play around with it. So I'm going to cast this multiple times, and Prismatic Missile hits a 10-foot radius, so when they're casting it on Roxette here, it's actually going to hit my whole party. So I'm going to keep casting this over and over, and you're going to see what happens. Okay, so first of all, up here it tells you what's going on. So Daryl became anxious, Lori's deafened, Bubba resisted the weaken effect, and Bruce was slowed. You'll also notice there's little icons appearing below the characters' names, and eventually you're going to see those disappear as they time out. So as I do more of these, you will see you can have all kinds of different conditions. In fact, you can even have more conditions in this game than you could have in Wizardry 8 or Wizardry 7. So I have all kinds of conditions. Here is deafness, weakened, discouraged, distracted, anxious, and there's a heck of a lot more. Down here it looks like we have afraid. Down here it fell asleep. And you can see that Daryl's stamina has dropped down to 34 out of 80 max. And that's because he was anxious at some point. So anxiety has an impact on your stamina and causes it to drain faster. So what I'm going to do is eventually get someone to pass out here. Oh, here's another one. Dizzy. So Prismatic Missile does some minor conditions. It doesn't do anything too major. And there's going to be other types of random effect spells as well. But I want to get his stamina down to 0. You can see it ticking away. 24, 23, 22. Roxette's is going down too because of her anxiety, which is this one here. Now Bubba also is being impacted. Oh, and here's nausea, nauseated. This is a blindness effect. So anyway, I have all that implemented. I don't have some of the actual effects as to what they do to you implemented, but that's the easy part. The mechanism for actually causing it to work was the hard part. So once again, let me get his stamina down below 0. I also have attack type spells working. They're slow. You can see the little turtle there. And once the game goes live, I'll have to credit some of the people that produce these. There we go. So stamina just reached 0. And now he's unconscious. That's what this hammer is. Now he's going to remain unconscious for a long time until his stamina can slowly restore. But I wanted to show the mechanism that detects when your stamina reaches 0 and causes you to fall unconscious actually works. And there he is, unconscious. I also have it where you can't move and leave a party member behind right now. I plan on implementing it where you can, and you can in fact come back and revive them or resurrect them depending on what situation is. In fact, if your whole party dies, you're presented with a little dialogue telling you that you're dead, but it also gives you hints that you can have some friends come revive at least one of your members, or if you can take one of your other party and other parties and come to find this party and revive them. Okay, so now let's do a poison dart. Let's do it on Daryl. Well, let's just do it on Roxette so I don't have to scroll all the way up there. Okay, so I just shot her with a poison dart, and you can see the poison effect is right there, poisoned. So she's taking 0.1 circulatory system damage every second from the poison. You can see that down here. Until this wears off, which I think I have it set pretty low right now. So that doesn't do damage to your physical health. It does damage to your circulatory system. And then once that reaches 0, you die. But there's all, as I mentioned in a previous video, there's many different systems. We have your physical, that's your health points, your mental, your nervous system, respiratory system, and circulatory system. And then you also have stamina and mana. And different enemies and different types of attacks may work better against other potential life forms. So now what I'm going to do is get somebody's actual health down far enough. Let's cast Fireball, because that hits an area of effect also. So boom, Fireball did 30 damage to all the members. You can see Durrell's not 50 hit points. Bubba, since he's a troll, has 190 left. He's got a lot left. Let's do this until the party members begin to die. Okay, so here it tells us Darryl, Lori, Bruce, and Roxette died. So Bubba's the only one alive. And as you can see here, I hover over. Oh, you can't see the tooltips. I just realized that. As I'm hovering over these, it tells you what it is. So that's unconscious. This little skull says dead. Yeah, that's too bad that OBS Studio can't capture that. Well, anyway, now we're going to kill Bubba. We're going to cast Fireball enough times to take him out. Well, let's target him with a Flame Dart, too. So you can see. Did he resist that? Oh, maybe I haven't implemented that one yet. Let's blind him, maybe. Oh, that's because I'm casting on Roxette. Okay, Flame Dart on Bubba. There we go. It did 8 damage to him. Now let's do Blinding Dust on him. And this is just, again, this is a way for me to test the effects and prove that the game engine actually works. Boom, there he is. He's blinded. So that's going to wear off in just a little bit here. So let me just keep casting some fireballs till he dies too. Won't take long. He's got 2 hit points left. Boom. Okay. So it says the party's adventure has come to an end unless you have some friends that can locate your bodies and restore you to normal health, or send another one of your parties to the rescue. So now none of the commands will work, and you're basically left at this screen. And so if someone were to come along and, like I said, raise at least one of your party members to make you active again, then you can start playing again. But just to show you a few more of the condition types you can have in the game, let me bring up some source code here. So there's different categories, like positive conditions, negative conditions. I think I've mentioned these before, but there's paralyzed, enraged, transmuted, petrified, ethereal, affixed. That means you can't unequip a given item, or you can't get rid of it. It's kind of attached to you. It's the way wizardry, the old wizardry games teached or used the cursed items. I use curse in a different way. Curse is more like a hex that maybe a shaman can cast on you. But anyway, hypnotized, charmed, influenced, confused, insane, afraid. Of course, you saw nauseated already. Possessed. And then there's different kind of, I'm going to call it like permanent things, such as comatose, dead, destroyed, decapitated. And then there's categories like inability to move, like restrained, which is maybe like an entanglement. Then there's deteriorating conditions like poison, disease, burning, freezing, infected. suffocating, dissolving, decaying, and so on. So I'm sure I'm going to be adding even more, but you can see there's just a whole slew of them. And there's going to be good ones, of course, like strengthened, hastened, inspired, blessed. So that is that. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, as always, post them down in the comments section, or if you have any comments. But I plan on showing pretty regular updates on this game, at the progress. Huge steps over the past week or two. And like I said, this is proving that the game engine is actually working. And then I can get to the fun parts of crafting every single individual spell, magic item, and all those types of things. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.